Alright, I'm videoing making an omelet for a friend that was having issues. What I've got here is a steel pan, stainless steel pan. I've scrubbed it down so there's no seasoning on it, and I've got it heating over high. I've got a saucepan of cold oil, and we're going to use that to season it. So we're bringing this up to a very high temperature. And once you think your pan is hot enough, you're going to drop a handful of drops of water in there to see if it beads up. So we're going to do that. All right. See the water bouncing around like that? It's not sizzling. This is called the Leidenfrost effect. Just bouncing all around. Okay. So our pan's good and hot enough. So what we're going to do, reduce the heat. We're going to take a larger amount of high smoke point oil and pour it in here. The reason you're going to use a good amount of it is because if you use a small amount, it can instantly ignite in a super hot pan. So we're going to take the pan off, wave it around just a little bit, take some of the heat out just a little bit. Then we're going to take a cold oil. Don't do this over an eye. It would be unwise. So pour the oil into the skillet, and then pour what's in the skillet back into the saucepan. Let that drip out as much as you want. Okay. Put that back. And then you see you're going to have some excess in there. You can wipe that out with a paper towel or a clean kitchen towel. And so that's going to be more or less a seasoned pan. Wipe that out, and now our pan is going to be temporarily non-stick, so we're going to reduce our heat to a little above medium. Alright, so our pan is about the temperature we want. Drop a little pat of butter. You can let that brown, let it get all good and nutty. And if you feel the temperature is a little too hot, you can take it off, back the heat down. If your pan is hotter than you really want it, it's going to brown the eggs. It's just up to personal preference. Back up. So the amount of eggs that I have here is covered basically just the bottom of the pan. It's not coming up against the sides too much, in a thin layer. And if it's cooking real quick like that, you can take it off the heat, roll it around a little bit, get a little bit of that excess egg, cook against the sides, and then drop it back down. Do that as necessary, because you're going to want those eggs more or less set before you try to flip this thing. See how it's good and slidey? If we hadn't taken that step to season the pan just a little bit, this would be sticking and you would not get a single egg out of this. I'll let that firm up just a little bit more. And if I can get that to flip in one fell swoop, we'll add our toppings in there. Or fillings, I guess. It's an omelet. That looks close. Voila. Okay. So then our previously cooked ham, and then our cheese. Now you can take a lid and put it on top of that, get the cheese to melt if you're in a hurry. You get the idea. So then you've got a pale omelet. Throw a little cracked black pepper on there. We're good to go.